Hello and welcome back to
The Zak
and Buzz Review.
It's Hot D time.
Hot D time. Yes, this is episode 6, Small Folk. Yes.
Because of all the small folk at King's Landing, which basically put a spanner in the work this week.
Yes, exactly. So,
Yes.
going off the bat of last week's episode, it was the fact that they are looking for more Dragon Riders, and that is exactly where the episode starts off, with Rhaenyra discussing who could possibly be the next Dragon Rider.
And we got a potential Dragon Rider.
Yes.
Who then became a
Frazzled
Dragon Rider.
Well, not Dragon Rider.
Non-Dragon Rider.
Definitely not.
And I still don't get the guys with the sticks. You know, you got like the dragon tenders.
Yeah.
And they've got these long sticks.
Yeah.
What are they meant to do?
They're very peasanty, don't they?
And the sticks are going to go like, what are they
What
meant
is
to
this actually going to do? I mean,
do nothing.
One did get burnt. One did get burnt.
No, he cut his throat, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He cut his throat so he didn't die in total agony. He sort of like took his mind off the burns, I suppose.
Great.
But it's like, oh no, my little pokey stick didn't really achieve anything.
Okay, so that particular
sea smoke
side of things was later addressed, obviously, at the end of the episode. But before that point, let's go over to the green side.
The green side.
So we've obviously got Aemond is running things at this point in time.
He wants to, doesn't he?
He obviously does, yeah.
And
He's got his head screwed on, though.
And
he knows the way he wants things doing. And if you are against that, you're out.
Yes.
Which we see here with Alicent.
He chucked his mum out.
Yeah.
The thing is I said a couple of episodes back that I felt that he was pushing for a showdown with his uncle, and he actually said it in this episode.
Yeah, like he would admire that.
He wants to.
He would entertain that.
Yes, he wants to take his dragon and have it out with his uncle.
Exactly, and
Uncle Doctor Who.
We saw Laris as well, who was the Clubfoot, Hoppy Hotfoot. Yes. He obviously very clearly wanted that King's Hand position in this particular episode, and Aemond was having none of it. He was like, "I know your game.
Exactly.
You toad."
Yes.
That was very funny. He said, "I'm going to send you to get the hand," and that is Otto Hightower. Back from, obviously, he was hoisted from being the King's Hand in one of the earlier episodes by Aegon, who is now currently very broken and kind of melt-facey.
Yeah, he's a bit not as bad as the Dragon Rider, though.
The other guy.
Yeah,
he's a bit too crispy. I don't think he's got to worry about being murdered at all.
Do you think they just live in their armour? Because that's all it's like.
All these people seem to have the one armoured costume. I'm like, this is not how this works.
You don't turn up at a meeting, I suppose, in your armour if you want to, but then go dragon riding. Do you think you want to be dragon riding for the first time with your armour on? Or do you want to be a bit more kind of
these people are treating armour like it's not of any weight whatsoever.
Well, it's not. It's made of plastic.
Well, yeah, I know that, but suspend your disbelief and imagine it is made of metal.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, but
nitpicky.
So anyway, lots of bits and pieces happened. We had obviously was it the White Worm lady?
The White Worm lady, yes.
Who is obviously
has hatched a plan to foil the Greens, usurpers, from within the inside.
Small folk to rise up.
Yes, because obviously there's like a sea blockade and supplies aren't getting through to King's Landing, and White Worm, Rhaenyra Targaryen, are sending ships of food, and everyone's like, "Yay, we want food!" And Targaryen lady's gonna give it to us.
Yes.
Woohoo.
And then
there's lots of riots and things.
Yes, and then the White Worm ends up back at Dragonstone.
Yeah, well, she's still there.
Yeah, she's still there. But
she just sends
her messages.
Yes.
And then they end up snogging.
Yeah, that was a bit of an odd point. I heard off of the grapevine that apparently that was
social media.
that was unscripted, and I feel as if it probably was. Or they went, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Keep it going. Keep the cameras rolling."
They probably took it several takes on that.
I don't know why it was like the big thing that literally that was what hit social media was.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's
in this day and
not
age,
like we haven't seen anything like this before, especially in the modern age.
I've got to say, in this day and age, a couple of ladies kissing, a couple of blokes kissing, actually, what? It's not big news, is it?
No, it's
just
probably
like
the tamest.
It's everyday
part.
It's just everyday life these days in the 21st century.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why
It's everywhere.
I don't. It's just normal.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why they make a big deal out of it. But there you go. I thought it was more
advertising.
I thought it was more interesting the dragon stuff because we
Yeah.
actually got to see dragons.
Mhm.
And of course, Sea Smoke decides to, after frazzling the night, flies off and finds the other guy's son.
Well, you got the guy of Driftmark. Oh, I should remember his name.
Yeah,
he's Valarian, the Valarian man.
The man who is
the sea serpent.
The greatest sea captain
Yes.
of all time, who we never see on a boat.
Yeah, that's ironically funny.
We don't ever see him on a ship.
Because obviously he's got his bastardo sons,
Yep.
Alan and the other one.
Alan?
I don't know. It must be
Alan?
short for like Alarium or something.
I just thought it was really funny when they called him Alan.
Alan, yeah.
So, Alan.
Hi, Alan. Thanks,
Alan.
Alan. You're the best, Alan. Love you, Alan.
Thank you, Alan.
So obviously you got the dynamic between those two brothers. One very envious of the other, being treated as like, or not wanting to be treated as like the best person ever, and he's trying to be bestowed with lots of like rewards and things like you're the quartermaster now or whatever, and he just doesn't want to hear the end of it. And then that guy obviously is confronted at the end of the episode with a dragon.
With a dragon, he's absolutely bricking himself.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
We don't see him mount the dragon,
no,
but we hear
that somebody is flying a dragon.
Yes,
Sea Smoke has a rider.
Yes, so Rhaenyra flies off into the.
What's the name of her dragon?
Oh, it's Cyrax.
Cyrax, is it?
Yeah. Craxes is
the Doctor
Daemon's. Doctor Who's dragon.
He's Doctor Who.
It is. Well, that's where we should move this conversation over to the fact of Harrenhal.
It's
totally boring. Exactly.
God, that's so boring.
The place of the boring.
Boring.
Every time it goes to Harrenhal, it's like, here we go again.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know why it's taking so long for anything to happen at Harrenhal. Is this just filler? Is this just filler?
In the first series, okay, he was out fighting everybody.
Yeah.
He was out
kicking bottom.
He was in the lists, fighting in the tournaments. Yes. He was out there with his army defeating the whatever it was, the guy with a masked face, and I can't think of it.
Oh, the Crab Man.
That's the Crab Man.
King Crab or
King Crab. Yeah, so he was defeating King Crab and having this like amazing fight.
Krusty Krab.
And Krusty the Crab he was trying to get the patty recipe.
Anyway.
And so anyway, he was all excited in the first series, and now he's just having
nightmares.
Weird visiony nightmares and being really boring
for like the entire season.
It's like,
oh my god,
what's going on?
Hurry the heck up!
Do something.
And then what's the big revelation at this point? It's the fact of all you got to do
is
wait 3 days.
3 days.
And then something will happen.
Something will happen.
Wow.
Okay then.
Great. More waiting.
More waiting at Harrenhal. Okay, we'll do that.
And obviously
the guy croaks.
Not
him, but
him. The witch lady is obviously sent to help one of the lords, the river lords, and she basically tops him.
Well, so I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And there you go.
And that's where he's at. So
yes.
yeah.
So please, let's get out of Harrenhal and let's start having a bit of,
ting tang.
Combat action is what we want.
We had stuff happening at the end of episode 1. We had stuff in episode 4. They were the kind of like highlights.
How many episodes we got on this?
8.
Oh no, we need more ting tang.
8.
We want to do dragon fire.
And we're on episode 6, so 2 more episodes, and then that's it until like 2 years' time.
Kind of like we're finished with the boys now, so all the wonderful action that we get in the boys and the special effects that we get in the boys is now gone, and now we're relying on Hot D at the moment.
It's kind of a bit it's
come down a level.
Tumultuous. Tumultuous time in the world of Westeros.
In the wings we have Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power heading our way, so hopefully that will
liven things up a bit.
But we want Hot D to pop it a little bit more.
Nail the landing.
Nail the landing.
So perhaps we should bring this review to a close and rate it out of 10.
Well, it was nice to see Sea Smoke doing some stuff. I would like to have seen
more.
Because What's-It's down there as well, isn't he? the big dragon.
Vermithor.
It would have been nice if he stuck his head out in the background or something.
Oh man,
I mean,
where is Vermithor?
You kind of wonder what they're doing creeping around.
And obviously you got the people up in the Arrons up in the land of whatever, and there's apparently a wild dragon roaming around there.
We did have a mention of the other place. And I can't think of the name of it. The
Dawn.
Not Dawn. No, they sent out word to
the Eerie.
No, the other one. We had the chain of islands, and I can't think if it was
your exploits in the Stepstones.
Yeah, they are mentioning places.
Yeah,
but
honestly,
yeah,
I just remember.
Anyway, so there we go. We've got lots of things happening. We want more dragons. We want more Ting Tang. And I think I'd rate this one as it was okay. It wasn't
not the best, but not the worst.
So I'm going to give it a 5.
5.
Maybe a 5.5 because we did see some dragons.
All right, I'm going to go 5.5.
Yeah.
I'm going 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like over that kind of it was good mark. It was good, but more! I want more. Maybe that's just what it's trying to do. Maybe it's just trying to whet your appetite so much.
I don't know. And please stop making a big deal out of ladies kissing each other or blokes kissing each other.
We know.
It's normal. It's what we do these days. It happens.
A couple of episodes ago, you had a rather large prosthetic being tended to by someone.
Oh, God, no, you brought that back.
Ew.
Hawk 2.
Oh God, is that still going around?
It must be.
Still relevant.
I suppose nobody's
still relevant.
Mashed that together.
But
anyway, so there we go. That was our review of this episode. We're looking forward to the next one. Hopefully they'll take it up a notch.
Yeah, come on. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to the channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews you'd like to see. See you on the next one.
Boom.